Hello, good morning. At the first time, thank you to the network for inviting me, for sharing my work. This is part of my PhD dissertation, so I am emerging scholar too, because I get the PhD in April. So I am in the first stage of my research and development. Today I'm going to speak about the creation of the music festival culture. Oh. Okay, no? Okay, sorry. Now I am going to speak about the creation of the music festival culture and how the organizers use the image to develop, to create, to generate the brands and the culture of the music festival. And the context, how is the market of music festivals? Today, the outdoor pop rock music festival are culture products. They are one of the most relevant products from music industry, and they have spread over the last decades. They have received a strong cultural legacy, and in this legacy have a important and relevant rule the images. These spaces promote the hedonyms and are represented as liminal places for consumptions of experiences on the fringes of the everyday life and for freedom. They have become powerful tourist attractions and fostered the development of the host communities. Music festivals are in line with the current trends in leisure and cultural consumptions, speed, condensation, and experience, a lot of experience in a very, very condensed time. But what's a music festival? I am going to give you some approaches. From the management studies, the outdoor music festivals are products that are developed, designed, planned and marketed by the music industry, but they are also of great interest to the tourism, leisure and entertainment business. For Getz is a research from Canada. Festivals are celebrations, so by definition, they have a theme. They also have a variety of meaning that make them complex planned phenomena. Meanings exist at personal, social, cultural, and economic levels. The experience itself is at once personal and social, with each form of festival embodying different experience potential. Anderson, Ambrecht, and Lundberg explain that music festivals are activities or products which have intellectual, moral, and artistic aspect of human life attached to them, which make them similar to cultural institutions in a more traditional sense. Sociocultural values covers historical, cultural and symbolic, social, spiritual, religious, and aesthetic values. And again, Getz, Anderson, and Carlo explain that music festival is a celebration of community values, ideologies, identity, and continuity. So, as you can see, they have a very, very big, a very great legacy for the music festival from the 60s and 70s. But they are new products because the music industry, deeply impacted by the recording crisis, has used the cultural legacy of 70 and 60 music festival in order to develop a new product. In this context, Van Vliet explains that music festivals are spaces for freedom, or are represented as spaces for freedom. It is a gathering of relatively large group of people in a specific public place and during a definite period, where visitors are offered a unique experience that is planned and organized based on a certain goal, and where use is made of transformation and place of visitors have the possibility to behave and to feel different than during their everyday reality. Chaney explained that music festivals are marketplace icons because rock outdoor festivals are marketplace icons, are myths which began in the 60s and mainly in the United States and UK, with a few events that became legendary, including Woodstock, Monterey, and Almond. Rock festival offer exceptional artistic performances. It is an extraordinary place of personal expressions. They continue to maintain rock festivals' status of marketplace icons, thus preserving in consumer culture the myth of a place out of the ordinary where anything is possible. In this context, Chaney explained that when we attend to a music festival, we expect to consume a really iconic performance, as, for example, this in the AIDS Festival with Queen, for example, or maybe, I don't remember, but maybe, sorry, I don't remember the name, but another music festival, Joy Cocker, for example, in Woodstock, maybe. Beyoncé, more recently, in Coachella. So we have a very great expectations to consume an iconic performances. And this is the important heritage, the counterculture heritage that received the music festival in the form of images. So this line of research has a great contribution from the UK. So the hippie counterculture from California and the UK is considered one of the strongest influence of current music festivals. The 70s and 80s outdoor music festival were spaces where thousands of young people found a place to spread their beliefs, experiment, and live on the margins of the day life. They became liminal spaces, heterotopias, where they could live in the community and enjoy the music for a few days. So, Stone explains that music festivals are a countercultural carnival and rituals. A pop rock festival is defined as a performance event comprising 2 or more live performances of pop music over 1 or more days and at recurring periods, which is packaged as a coherent whole. A festival trip may be interpreted as an act of pilgrimage, involving preparation, the journey and arrival and beginning, culmination and ending of the long-anticipated event, and finally departure and reflection. Festival going may also be associated with ritual. To say an extreme example, the act of constructing and finally ceremonially burning a large wooden sculpture of a man at the end of the annual Burning Man Festival in the Black Rock Desert of Nevada has clear realistic connotations. Bernadette King explained that the explosion of music festival is a result of globalized society that encourage leisure and entertainment spaces to be used for economic purposes only, packaging and commodifying every cultural form to be consumed by the people. Okay. Okay, this after movie from music festival from Spain. And Anderton is one of the most relevant research about music festival today. And he explained that music festival are cyclist places and countercultural carnivals. In this context, festivals develop their own stories, landmarks, rules, and behaviors that are formed through the interactions of organizers and festival goers and are reconstructed or reperformed on an annual basis, forming a meta-society that is also recreated on an annual basis. The imaginary and ideology of this countercultural carnivalesque has become a cultural, aesthetic, and political research used by the festival goers, festival organizers, and journalists to validate festival as an expression of rock and youth cultures and to authenticate them as a site of opposition and critique. Okay. If we take the definition of tunnel of pilgrimage, the physical space has a significant influence on the experience of the event for the festival goers. And taking the backing approach to the countercultural carnivalism, we can say that music festivals are represented as a liminal spaces. The promoters and media offer a freedom and images of freedom places in the fringe of the everyday life. And taking the Foucault approach to the heteropias, the music festival are considered as an utopian but real places where will be felt a relaxing of social rules within the space and time determinating for this purpose. So the carnivalesque imaginary ideals and expectations have been translated to outdoor pop rock festivals in terms of an experience which overturns the norms of everyday social life, of excessive, consumptive, and transgressive behaviors, including heavy drinking, recreational drug taking, acts of wastefulness, public nudity or erotism, and of an idealized utopian vision of how the world could be. But we can't forget that music festival, pop rock music festivals, are a cultural business. So they are cultural products because, the outdoor festival are cultural products, that use an aesthetic proposal and promote countercultural behaviors, but are sustained by the music industry and the regulation of the current cultural capitalism. In this context, organizers create and disseminate the narratives, images mainly, to engage audiences through their communication and audiovisual media marketing.
So
So I defend that music festivals are multidimensional phenomena. Music and audiovisual products are a social, cultural, economic, and tourist events. And they are experiential venues, offer freedom, alternative community life as rituals, and areas of condensed consumption. They are audiovisual ecosystem where the actors involved develop and share their narratives, and these narratives are audiovisual. And they use the collective imaginary about the counterculture as a form of commodification. They are designed for the achievement of a specific purpose. They are mainstreamed, and they are an example of contemporary cultural capitalism. For example, this is an after movie from Mad Cool to this edition, the last edition. And they offer a lot of experiences that you can feel inside of the music festival, inside of the venue, but the music experience is not the most important in this context. Okay? How do the images create music festival? Okay. Images that are used by the festival's organizers. For example, they highlight the outdoor places because outdoor places are the ideal space for hosting pop rock festivals. And the authentic experience of festival is only be felt in natural environment. So if they develop a festival in an urban space, they try to imitate the natural spaces. So they are places where people are legitimated to develop an alternative practices, enjoying the experience. They promote ecological lifestyle, and they are shown as concerned for the climate change and ecological footprint. This is the images related with the open air places, very open places, quiet, and they offer a great views of the venues, always with the daylight, not in the night light. They offer and the images that music festival are places for freedom, and the organizers of pop rock festival promote them as freedom spaces related with the behaviors of the attendees, the lifestyle that you can follow in this context, and the dressing and makeup codes, and enjoying the community. And they offer this kind of images, the dress code, for example, and place for freedom because you can feel you can live an alternative lifestyles in community with liminal behaviors, and you can experiment the community. So festival as the places to be, bodily experiences, strong feelings, and pilgrimage journeys. And the pilgrimages and rituals is used by a lot of music festival. So you can see a lot of images with people entry to the venue, for example, or entry to the camping, but they can find their meaningful experiences for themselves, and they can feel a strong feeling of love and belonging, and the organizers highlighted this kind of images. But what is the reality in the music festival market today? Okay, they say that they are a space for equity, but in the reality, for example, we don't have equity in the gender on the stage. Last year, we researched about the presence of the woman and band led by women on the main music festivals in Europe, and the presence of the woman was between 10 and 30% on the stage in the main lines, the highlighted of the lineups. So they suffer a great gender inequality on the stage, and they are inequality in access, because music festivals are very, very, very expensive products. You can see here some of the prices of music festival in Spain. This is from Primavera Sound, for example. It's a music festival without camping. So you have to go to Barcelona, you pay your ticket for your flight, and after that, pay the ticket that costs 325 euros. And after that, you have to pay your accommodation there in Barcelona. And you have to add the cost of, for example, the food, the drink, and to live there during the days of festivals. This is in the United States, for example, the ticket cost, the cheaper ticket is $1,500. This is other music festival. This is in Serbia. The cost of the full abono is 350 more or less. And now we have another model. It's similar than they say that it's Ryanair models. So you buy the ticket, the basic ticket, for example, and the cost of the basic tickets is 50 euros. But if you want, for example, go outside to the venue and entry again, you have to pay more. And if you want to enjoy having a hot shower in the camping, you have to pay more, and you have to add services. So at the end, the cost of the ticket passed from 50 euros to 200 euros, more or less. So they are very, very expensive products. They promote the freedom, but they have a lot of rules and mandatory. Mandatories and rules related with the ticket information, with the access. For example, in Spain, you can, the organizer don't allow entering with food, for example. You have to pay to buy the food there inside of the venue. They have mandatory with the behaviors. So and in this in the marketing tools, they promote the freedom behaviors and alternative behaviors, but no, in the rules, you have a behavior at the festival. And this information is in all of the website of the music festival. You can find in all of the website. Another rule now is very cool, that you have to pay with the cashless. Do you know the cashless? Okay, you have to put the cashless. You can pay with money or with a card. You only can pay with the cashless. In Spain, it's not legal. No, because you must pay. You can pay with money in cash. But the organizers don't allow you to pay with cash, for example. This is another rule, and it's not legal in Spain. And general information, all the general information is related with the rules and with the mandatories. Okay, they explain that there in the venues, in the music festival, you can feel the community, but in all of the music festival, you find VIP areas. This is a separation of the people. Some research explain that the venues, the space of the music festival is a representative of the social class, and they put in order the different social class. So if you have money, you go to the VIP areas. If you don't have money, you go to arena. So this is the reality of the VIP areas. And the green sites, they are very, very respect with the ecology, but I think, and I defend that, they are making a greenwashing. For example, with the reusable glasses, you must pay for the reused glasses, okay? And you reuse during the festival, you reuse, and you reuse. But at the end of the music festival, you can't return the reusable glasses. So these glasses can't be recycled for the next edition. Okay, so you collect a lot of, if you during the festival seasonal, you collect a lot of reusable glasses to put in your home. It's a souvenir from the music festival. But the organizers don't promote the ecology, the respect to the environment, and the reuse strategy. They only use this strategy for greenwashing. And the liminal behaviors, okay, in a commercial spaces, a very wide part of the area of the venues is dedicated to commercial spaces. The brands, the sponsors offer you a lot of experiences related with their brands, but not related with the music. So this is some example of the commercial spaces from the sponsors. And finally, the music festival, beyond the music experience, is like a playground for adults. And you find a lot of experiences related with the entertainment and the leisures, but not with the music. So, in conclusion, contemporary outdoor pop rock festivals are communicational ecosystems where the agent involved organizers, sponsors, artists, festival goers, authorities, mass media, etc., develop their own narratives. They are narrative products in nature. These narratives, rooted in the collective imaginary of popular culture regarding countercultural rock festivals, in order to create a product that are consumed experientially. The images transmitted by organizers have created the culture of music festivals, relational, social, and experimental places, embodied places for freedoms and market of music and entertainment experiences. Outdoor pop rock festivals, especially large-scale events, are a truly uniform and global phenomenon that responds to common and well-known features in each one of them, despite the differences and specificities between them. The use of collective imaginary of these events being packaged and marketed to the large audiences. They transform the imaginary into an aesthetic atmosphere. The countercultural legacy is transformed into an aesthetic atmosphere through the photographs, graphic designs, and videos. Outdoor pop rock music festivals are understood as cultural products shaped by a set of stereotypes and imagery that transmit the collective ideology of liberation and escape, of sexual expressions, transgressions, and hedonyms, and of carnivalesque transformation and spiritual awakening. Sorry, it's a very difficult word. Marketing communications used by organizers are the favorite media for transmitting the organizers' narratives. Through them, they communicate their identities, their values, and their visions of the market itself. The authentic music experience, and nowadays entertainment, is at festivals. They represent another example of cultural capitalism and economic globalizations. Thank you very much. Do you have any questions? Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Very interesting. Yeah,